So in the next series, I'm going to try to answer the question, why is the Freedom Launcher so expensive? And, well, because we design things to give you a better experience. Let's take, for instance, something as simple as the wheel keeper pin. Our wheel keeper pin is made out of stainless steel. Now, I can order these in bulk. If it was zinc coated, I could order it in bulk for under $1.50. This particular bugger cost me over $7 each. So it's like 5 times more expensive to get the right item for people who are going to be out in the marine environment. And all of my Freedom Launchers come with stainless steel locking pins. We have a stainless steel axle and an axle, and basically call this the axle lock. It keeps the axle from spinning in the bore of the leg. Let's talk about the wheel. Why do I think the wheel is special? Well, we're using the Railblaza Sea-Tug wheel to begin with, which has been a really good wheel. I think it's handsome. It doesn't float, so it goes up and down nicely. And but beyond that, it is not simply a standard Sea-Tug wheel. We manufacture our own bearings, so that the hub inserts bearings are made out of acetyl. And if you check out acetyl, it's 10,000 psi material, common bearing material. It's great, and I imagine for the vast majority of my customers, it's going to last them a lifetime. And so we've upgraded the wheel. Everything that I make, I want it to last you a lifetime, bottom line. Next comes the legs. Why do I think, the legs are special? Well, first of all, they're a nice stout material. It's 1.3 inches in diameter on the outside, and they're 1/8 inch diameter, or sorry, 1/8 inch wall, nice thick aluminum legs that are still pretty lightweight. They're about 1.5 pounds each. Well, it's part of why the design does what it does, is because of the way we've designed and manufactured the legs. I'm going to go take these apart because, and when you get your legs, they'll come something like what you see here. They're manufactured with 4 holes. There's the handle pivot pin goes through this hole. It's the leg pivot pin that where the leg pivots right there. You got the spring lock hole right there, and then there's the axle hole down there. There's 4 holes in this leg plus an end cap right there. That is a finished leg. And it is, I just say it's, I mean, it's a stout leg. It's not going anywhere unless you tell it to go somewhere. And, well, this is how it works. You marry a leg with a handle assembly. Now, you're going to get this in bits and pieces. Let's talk about the handle assembly. You're going to assemble the 2 side handles with the Freedom handle together with these 5/16 stainless steel bolts. Put it all together in a nice assembly. This is the handle pivot pin. That allows you to pivot the handle. This is the locking pin down here below, and it's got these tapered washers so that it rides nicely on the outside of the Freedom bracket. And then what is this? Well, this is the spring that provides the tension to lock the locking pin in place. And some people didn't know what this was for. Well, it's wire loom, and really what it is, it's a fishing line hassle deterrent device, right? So that it keeps the fishing line. I've never had a problem with it, but it was suggested to me at a trade show. I thought it was a great idea. Let's add this as a feature, so when this is stretched, it's going to minimize the chances for any entanglement of small objects in the spring itself. So you're going to be assembling 2 of these. All you're going to do is, once you've got the assembly together, is pop out that pin, and the handle pivot pin comes out. You're just going to put it right up there on the top hole. It's a little bit tricky sometimes to just get it all 4 holes lined up, but just start. Here we go. So there you have your handle assembly, and so you can see that it just flops around like that. And then I'm just going to take this nut off of here, and all you're going to do is something like that. You only have to do this once and just leave the leg like this. Now you've got a leg assembly with a handle pivot pin installed, and so now you've got a spring-loaded locking pin that's going to engage with the retaining slots here, and that's what keeps the leg in the relative stowed or deployed position. So, you know, quite a bit of complexity there, but I didn't know how to make it any simpler and get the sort of functionality and robust, you know, bulletproof design and functionality of the Freedom Launcher, and that's how it works right now. This is the leg pivot pin that 3/8 pin goes through and rotates in the middle of the bore of the Freedom bracket. And that's really what it takes to provide that sort of magical experience of the Freedom Launcher, to provide the easy up and down action. But we feel like everything here is you know, marine ready to go. There's nothing in the design that requires any sort of lubrication or is going to corrode. You've got 6061 or 6000, you know, if you've got marine grade aluminum, you've got stainless steel pins, stainless steel bolts. Everything is ready to go and be hassle-free and provide you years of trouble-free operation.